They're asking a simple question. Does Israel have nuclear weapons? And the top official refuses to answer. In the middle of a potential war with Iran, what are they hiding?
So let's take a step back and establish some basic facts. The administration has said that Iran is or was close to developing nuclear weapons, but they haven't discussed what Israel's capacity or capabilities are. So I want to ask you, does Israel have nuclear weapons?
I'm not prepared to comment on that.
You're not prepared to comment on it? It's a very basic question. We are with an ally conducting a war against Iran. We all know what American capabilities are. The U.S. government has spoken about what Iran's capabilities are. Can you tell us what Israel's capabilities are? The consequences, as you know, are grave. This war continues to escalate. Tell us something, as Congress, as the oversight body, what is Israel's nuclear capability in terms of weapons?
I can't comment on that specific question. I'd have to refer you to the Israelis on that.
Does that mean you don't know?
I can't comment on that, sir.
Undersecretary, you're the main person in charge of knowing this and understanding it. Will you not give us an answer? I don't understand why this issue is so taboo when it's a basic question and we're in a war alongside Israel against Iran. We're dealing with the potential for nuclear fallout, and you won't answer this basic question.
Well, again, it would be outside of my purview as the Arms Control and Non-Proliferation Undersecretary to discuss that specific question.
Sir, that is a dereliction of duty. I yield back.
Mr. Secretary, I'll help you with that. The official Israeli position is they neither confirm nor deny any existence of nuclear weapons. Now recognize the representative from Florida, Mr. Mills.
And President Trump must think testing is going to make us safer, but in reality, it's going to put the whole world in jeopardy. What's your role in all of this, since you are trying to deal with the diplomacy side and you want to constrain the activities of China? I don't know what you're doing about Russia, and it's contradictory to what the president's saying and doing.
Thanks for the question. I think there was one in there.
I'm sure there was. If you were listening, maybe you could find it.
Number one, let me address, I have been in no discussions that entertained the notion of atmospheric testing, which I think that's what you were referring to. So I've been in no discussions about that capability. The president was very specific and talked about testing on an equal basis. There have been no decisions made, and that what that would look like if the president decides to pursue that would be appropriately answered by the Energy Department. My role, to your point, at the Conference on Disarmament was to point out that both the Russians and the Chinese are in violation of their international obligations against testing at yield or low yield testing. So as you know, they do not adhere to their international obligations. My role at the Conference on Disarmament was to make new information available that we received from the intelligence community that was an extremely closely held information that wasn't just downgraded, but was declassified so that we could share it with the world, that this is not a regime that is doing what they say they're going to do and they're not meeting their obligations. That's my role here, and that's why I went to the Conference on Disarmament.
So in other words, the right hand doesn't know what the left hand's doing when it comes to nuclear weapons testing?
I'm not sure what you're getting at. I don't understand.
I'm getting very clearly. You're doing something, the president's doing something else, Department of Energy's doing something else, test site's doing something else. You're not in the meetings, you're not aware of what's going on.
Representative Fine is recognized.
I appreciate it.